Hi, everybody. Mondion Astral Oracles. I'm on my feet today because I'm going to show you what they show me regarding the sacred spin, as I call it. And I was sort of carried around in all these positions, but I wound up in this one, which is remarkable. And I have the strongest sense of deja vu surrounding it, but I can't for the life of me remember when it came up, and if it was in a group channeling session, a live stream, a private session, or even possibly somebody else who channeled it. But that they gave the example that there are certain ascended planets in the sixth dimension where all the individuals they're just standing around, spinning around, forming these cosmic portals. And you'll notice that it also corresponds to the Vitruvian man. So what they've been showing me is that this is a kind of way of uniting vegetative, so the plant state of being situated, and then the animal restlessness of the movable nervous system. So of course, all vertebrates they have this like central structure, but are also carried to move and go about and look for sustenance. So it's this strange harmonizing of the movement with the stillness. And I'll just go ahead and show you, because the easiest way to get into it for me is what you need to do with your shoulders, and that's the tricky part. Is it's the same as going up in the chakasana, the full wheel, the full bridge pose, where you have to open your shoulders backwards. So what I do is I kind of go in inverse prayer position, and from that I can sort of kind of rotate them outwards like so. And this feels fairly intense, but it also gives you a stretch. And now we're in because then you just spin. And now we're in. This is sort of the philosopher's stone of stretches, because what it is it's extension without compression. So there's no place in my body where the stretch is compressing anything. And that's the usual way that you have to negotiate your body. You compress one place and then you get more space in another. So this creates an axis around the spine. And the central point you're rotating around is the navel. And the navel is, of course, it's the center of the world, right? Which is also, the world's navel was also located, the ancient Greeks believed, at Delphi, at the oracle. So it's this central point where everything twirls around the sacrum, which means the sacred place, or the sacred thing in Latin. And the thing is usually to go with the intuitive direction at the point where you're doing it, because it will usually follow the flow of energy as it's moving around your spine at that given moment. And now I'll stop because I'm getting a little long-winded. It's a very strong sensation, but I do highly encourage it. It's a really magical feeling, and if you've kind of been a person who likes to get into altered states, which I always was, I do remember like that as one of my very first experiences as a child, just spinning around till you get dizzy and then rolling around on the floor. And of course, this is kind of the adult version of it, because if you do it in a way where you aren't forcing anything, but following this natural spin that the body is dictating, you'll notice that it doesn't make you dizzy or nauseous, though you can probably feel that it's kind of it was actually intense doing it while talking. So I'll leave you with that and to experiment with it on your own if you feel like. And as always, I send you so much love out there, guys.